What if I told you that the people you trust most might be using psychological tricks to control you? That everyday conversations, deals, even relationships are often hiding dark tactics of influence? Welcome to the world of dark psychology. Today, we're revealing 50 powerful techniques used to manipulate, persuade, and control. Some use them to lead, others to deceive. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize these tricks, you'll know how to defend against them. 1. Foot in the door tricks start with a small request, then follow with a bigger one. This exploits the principle of consistency. Once someone says yes to something small, they're psychologically inclined to stay consistent and agree to more. Real-life example. A coworker asks you to review one page of their report. Later, they ask for help with the whole report. 2. Door-in-the-face trick start with a ridiculous request that's likely to be rejected, then follow with a smaller request. This makes the second ask seem reasonable. Example: a teen asks their parents for a $500 allowance. When they say no, they ask for $50 instead. 3. Gaslighting technique undermine someone's confidence in their memory or perception. Over time, they doubt their own judgment and become more dependent on the manipulator. Example: I never said that. You must be confused again. 4. Scarcity illusion technique create a false sense of scarcity to increase demand. People fear missing out, FOMO, and act impulsively. Example: only 2 left in stock. Order now. 5. Mirroring strategies subtly mimic the other person's body language, gestures, or tone to build subconscious trust. Example: if they cross their arms, you do the same a few seconds later. 6. Love bombing method overwhelms someone with affection and praise to quickly build emotional dependence. Then use that bond to control them. Example: new partner texts nonstop, gives excessive gifts, then becomes possessive. 7. Negative reinforcement strategy remove an unpleasant stimulus when the target behaves as desired, reinforcing the behavior. Example: I'll stop criticizing your spending if you give me access to your accounts. 8. Triangulation technique bring a third party into conflicts to manipulate and divide people. Creates drama and dependence. Example: even your best friend thinks I'm right. 9. Anchoring bias exploit start with an extreme reference point to influence how people judge what follows. Example: offer a product at $200, then discount to $120. It feels like a deal. 10. Silent treatment, manipulation, withdraw communication or affection to punish or control someone. Triggers anxiety and guilt. Example: giving a partner the cold shoulder after they challenge you. 11. Repetition principle, repeat a message frequently to embed it into someone's belief system. The more often something is heard, the more it feels true, even if it's not. Example: a partner repeatedly says, "You're bad with money," until you start to believe it. 12. Fear appeal technique instill fear to manipulate behavior. Fear is one of the most powerful motivators for compliance. Example: if you leave me, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. 13. Social proof strategy convince someone to act a certain way by showing others are doing it. We tend to follow the crowd to avoid social rejection. Example: thousands of people already bought this course. What are you waiting for? 14. False choice trap offer 2 limited options to steer someone to a preferred decision, making them feel like they chose freely. Example: do you want to apologize now or later? 15. Guilt tripping manipulation induce guilt to gain control or compliance. Makes the target feel they owe something. Example: after everything I've done for you, how could you say no? 16. Projection defense trick accuse someone of what you're guilty of to deflect attention. Example: a cheating partner accuses you of being unfaithful. 17. Intermittent reward system give unpredictable rewards to create emotional dependency, like a slot machine. Example: showering someone with affection randomly to keep them craving your approval. 18. Blame shifting technique. Avoid accountability by putting responsibility on someone else. Example, it's not my fault you overreacted. 19. Future faking manipulation. Make promises about an ideal future to control someone in the present. Example, I promise we'll get married one day. Just be patient and support me now. 20. Control confusion tactic. Overwhelm the target with too much information to cloud their judgment. Example, a salesperson floods you with features and jargon to stop you from asking questions. 21. NLP language triggers. Use specific word patterns to bypass conscious resistance and influence thoughts. Example, imagine how confident you'll feel when you say yes. 22. Labeling technique. Assign a trait to someone so they act in accordance with it. Example, you're always the generous one in the group. 23. Negging tactic. Give a subtle insult disguised as a compliment to lower self-esteem and gain control. Example, you look good today for once. 24. Pain then relief trick. Create tension, then remove it, causing the target to associate you with relief. Example, you threaten to break up, then say you'll stay if they change, making them grateful. 25. Emotional blackmail strategy. Use emotional threats to manipulate someone's choices. Example, if you don't help me, I don't know what I'll do to myself. 26. Reverse psychology trap. Encourage someone to do something by suggesting the opposite. Example, I doubt you'll be able to finish that project on time. 27. Ben Franklin effect. Get someone to do a favor for you to make them like you more, based on cognitive dissonance. Example, can I borrow your book? Followed by ongoing small favors. 28. Authority bias technique. Exploit people's tendency to obey figures of authority or experts. Example, a person in a lab coat sells a fake health product. 29. Halo effect. Exploit. Make someone believe all traits are good based on one strong impression. Example, assuming a good-looking person is also intelligent. 30. Fake urgency tactic. Create a false deadline to pressure fast decisions. Example, this offer ends in 5 minutes. 31. Withholding approval. Limit praise or validation to make someone crave it and work harder for it. Example, a boss only compliments you once in a blue moon, making you chase their approval. 32. Playing the victim. Pretend to be the victim to gain sympathy or manipulate others. Example, everyone always attacks me. I don't know why. 33. Semantic manipulation. Use word games to twist reality and avoid accountability. Example, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell the whole truth. 34. Inconsistency tactic. Behave unpredictably to keep others walking on eggshells and seeking approval. Example, being warm one day and cold the next with no explanation. 35. Flooding strategy. Bombard someone with messages or gifts to overwhelm and disarm them emotionally. Example, after an argument, you send 50 texts apologizing and begging for attention. 36. Silent infiltration. Gradually introduce new norms or control through small steps. Example, it's just one password. What's the harm? 37. Decision fatigue. Exploit. Exhaust someone with minor choices to weaken their will and take control. Example, after a long day of asking for small decisions, you make the big one they didn't notice. 38. Token generosity trick. Give something small to gain a sense of obligation from others. Example, buy someone coffee, then ask for a big favor. 39. Information control strategy. Limit access to information to gain power over decisions. Example, you don't need to know all the details right now. 40. Selective memory tactic. Pretend to forget agreements or facts to suit your goals. Example, I don't recall agreeing to that. 41. Divide and conquer strategy. Create conflict between others to weaken alliances and stay in control. Example, telling friends different stories to keep them apart. 42. Insincere apology. Say sorry without meaning it to end arguments or manipulate others. Example, I'm sorry you feel that way. 43. Playing dumb strategy act like you don't understand to escape accountability or delay consequences. Example: "Oh, I didn't know that was your charger." 44. Pathological lying habit use chronic dishonesty as a way to manipulate and control the narrative. Example: telling different stories to different people to create confusion. 45. Intermittent validation alternate between praise and criticism to create emotional addiction. Example: complimenting someone right after putting them down to keep them off balance. 46. Drama triangle trap cycle through roles of victim, rescuer, and abuser to confuse and control relationships. Example: hurting someone, then acting like their savior for forgiving you. 47. Overcomplication technique makes simple issues overly complex to gain control and delay resolution. Example: turning a basic yes/no question into a 20-minute debate. 48. Deliberate forgetting trick conveniently forget promises or key facts to avoid responsibility. Example: oops, I forgot we agreed you'd have the weekend off. 49. Emotional withdrawal pull back emotionally to punish or control. Makes the other person seek closeness again. Example: going cold and distant after a disagreement to make the other person apologize. 50. Preemptive accusation technique accuse someone of behavior you're guilty of to deflect suspicion. Example: a jealous partner accuses you of flirting, while they're the one cheating. Now that you've seen the darker side of human influence, remember this: awareness is your best defense. Use these techniques responsibly, if at all. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll keep revealing the truths others won't. Stay sharp and stay in control.